coffee. That works. Like,
Oh, this
started.
one.
Yeah, you started there. Keep talking.
Look, this is great, right? Because I'm on this is Journey Coffee. I'm beginning a new journey here.
Well, you've been here a few weeks now. I know it's been an overwhelming few weeks, but a very rewarding few weeks. You've seen your first rain in the Panhandle.
I'm blessed.
How has it been going, though? Have you gotten settled in, gone to any new restaurants, done any new activities?
Let's see. Well, I'm living in Cross Hall.
Interesting.
Which everyone tells me that could go a little sideways, but they've actually renovated a few of the first floor, like, I guess, suites. And so it's really nice. Like, there's a queen bed, there's like a chair, there's like regular furniture. So it doesn't feel like you're in a dorm room. So I haven't spent a ton of time there, but I guess the best perk is I have a VIP parking spot. So I'm like right up front next to the Bird scooters. So that's been great.
Yeah.
But I haven't been spending a whole lot of time there. So I've been at the office. I've been getting work done at the office. So not really doing anything fun right now. I'm just more getting to work.
You said in the press conference a few weeks ago, and I love this, after you left campus, you told yourself, I want this job and I feel led here. Why did you feel led here? What made you feel that?
You know, I have experienced a great situation up to this point for every job. I've had a lot of hard jobs. I think that kind of makes you who you are as a coach when you have to go through things that are just not great and maybe budgets that aren't great or recruiting to the border. That's hard. So I feel like just my experience up to this point, career-wise, it's like, okay, now you almost deserve something like this. And I had such a great village in Laredo. I spent almost 10 years there. So just building up that family atmosphere, because I'm not from there, I'm from the Midwest. So I moved down there with my daughter and it was just, we don't know anybody. So we get there and it's like the first year you're kind of alone, but then you start making friends and your kids start making friends and you start building this community. So I felt like in Laredo I had such a great community that if I didn't match that or feel that vibe here, that was like probably one of the top things on my list. Like I needed to feel the community so that I felt what I was leaving and I was going to carry that on here. And I felt that through and through from like the moment I came on campus.
It's definitely a family atmosphere.
Yeah, for sure.
You also mentioned that you reached out to Mr. McBroom before the job was formally posted.
Yes.
So you really, really wanted this job. When you got the initial call, what was your reaction?
I was like, when am I packing my bags? Like, do I need to put my house on the market now? What are we doing here? Because there's really not a lot of thought going into this. This is like, we're doing this. So it was pretty funny. And I think he probably thought it was funny too.
Yeah. Well, you're stepping into this role on the cusp of summer break. The girls are going to be traveling, going home and seeing family. You won't have that consistent day-to-day, them coming into practice, you communicating with them every single day. Is there an expectation or maybe a process that you plan to help them and keep them engaged throughout the summer?
For sure. You know, I'm already doing this with the incoming freshmen because I did not recruit them. So, you know, we've been having weekly phone calls just to get to know them as people. Like, I don't even care what they're doing volleyball-wise right now. I'm like, hey, like, when's prom? What are you doing? Like, how's it going? Did you get your senior pictures done? Because that was something that one of them had to reschedule. So just getting to know them and maintaining those just quick phone calls. Like, it doesn't have to be long. It just has to be enough time to be like, hey, checking in on you. Tell me what you're up to. Are you working? What's your plan? What you got going on? So just really maintaining those phone calls over the summer. And obviously some of them are going to be here for weeks and months over the summer. So, you know, just seeing them pop through and sit in the office for a couple of minutes and chit chat, I think is like really important moving to August.
Do you plan on doing some heavy recruiting over the summer?
So yeah, I mean, we're gonna graduate 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, the recruiting for the 25 classes, it's already in the mix. We're there. We're trying to get 25s on campus already. I feel behind on 25. So yeah.
Well, the recruiting process is obviously stressful, both as the coach and as the player. Of, is this person going to fit in our family? Them finding their new home.
Yep.
When you're looking for the next Lady Buff, what are some qualities and characteristics that you need to see from them?
I mean, my first question to all of these kids that are reaching out, because everybody wants to come to WT, right?
Yes.
Why WT? And you can find out really quickly who's done research and who's just emailing a million coaches. So that's been a really pretty spot on identifier with what I'm looking for. And then once I understand the why from them, then I'm like, okay, do these whys align with what we're trying to do with our why here in the program?
That's very, very good. You mentioned in an interview not too long ago that you are motivated to carry the torch of success into the future. What does the day-to-day consist of in order to achieve the success that you're referring to?
I mean, there's no time clock on success. You know, every day you do what needs to be done. You know, I'm not sitting here like, oh my gosh, it's 4:00. I need to like skedaddle. It's like, no, right now. And just a side note, my daughter's still living in Laredo. So I'm like solo right now, which is like very strange. So that's probably also why I've been in the office for like 13-hour days and 14-hour days, because I can be. So I haven't had to take work home with me, but you know, that's going to require you to do what needs to be done. You know, there's no shortcuts. Not trying to find an easier way. It's the work. It's to get to that point and to continue the success. The work is the work. And I think that not thinking that just because I have maybe better athletes on the team or a culture that's already really established, that takes less. It actually takes more to establish that and kind of, I guess, make that your own over time. So honestly, just doing what needs to be done every single day.
When is your daughter moving back here?
So she's gonna. Honestly, I feel really bad. I've been a little bit of a pushover as a parent, like sadly, because she's there. And when I talked about like my little village and things like down in South Texas, I've had former players live in my house to help me like get her to school, get her to volleyball practice. And they've been honestly the best. They're like, whatever you need, coach, like just let us know. Like we're there to help you. And then my best friend and my daughter's best friends, we're all little best friends. So my best friend has her for the next couple weeks, and that's going to get us through the end of April. And then May is still a play it by ear kind of thing, but I move into my house here I get the keys next week, but I probably won't move in quite yet. And my house is on the market in South Texas, so everybody say a prayer that gets sold. So
if you're looking for a house
in South Texas, yes,
there's one on the market.
It's a great house. Palapa. Yeah. Do you like outdoor living?
Hey.
Okay.
I love it. Advertising for the house.
Yeah, buy my house.
Realtor.
Buy my house. So I don't have double house payments. Thanks.
That'd be greatly appreciated.
So she'll be here at the end of May. Okay. Like we're gonna get her through 8th grade graduation and 8th grade prom.
Oh my
Lookout
gosh,
World. They do an
cool.
8th grade prom. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I bet, with dresses and corsages.
Yes.
And...
Yeah. So I'm actually going to see Malia in Dallas this weekend. She plays club.
Okay.
She doesn't love volleyball. She likes it, but she doesn't love it. But her club team plays in the Lone Star Qualifier in Dallas this weekend. So we're going to do volleyball and we're going to do dress shopping and we're just going to spend like mother-daughter time because it's going to be almost 12 days since I've seen her.
Yeah.
Which is...
Wow. Is that the longest?
This weekend, yeah, ever in my life, yes. This weekend, I was like, what do I do? Like, I went and ate lunch by myself at Chewy's, and I was like, this is sad.
Just a taste of empty nesting when it comes.
I was like, this is literally sad. Yeah. Like, I don't like it. I don't like being by myself.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I've been staying at the box so long too, because I've heard that I don't know that I've heard stories about it being like haunted, but there's a lot of noises in there. And especially on Saturday with what I would call tornadic wind. I'm like, this is like, my car is going to tip over. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, my car is going to tip over. And just walking out of Academy Sports, and like, I think I was slanted. I was definitely walking slanted because the wind was just so hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is absolutely Mars. Like, I feel like I live on the planet Mars. I'm like,